Hey, what's up, guys? Conquest MMA back with a recap for Imavov Borralho. It's been a while since I last posted a video, and I didn't post a predictions, but I will tell you who I thought was gonna win leading up to the fight. Let's just go with the main card. Najanita Imavov versus Kyle Borralho. I thought Imavov was going to have a finish over Borralho. He did have moments, but let me tell you this. Listen, I've always thought the winner of this fight, like whoever were to win this fight, they were not gonna beat Hamzat. Like I literally thought, like there's no chance either of these men beat Hamzat. It's just a fundamental. It's just a stylistic thing. Like these guys are strikers by trade. Of course, they can grapple and such, but come on, like if these guys have the choice to strike, they will strike. Unlike fighters like RDR or Fluffy, who will go for takedowns whenever they see fit, you know. And I think the winner of the fight between those two will actually have a chance against Hamzat. Well, let's dive into the actual recap. Okay. Round one. I thought Borralho won the first round. Like this was scored a 50-45 by one judge and a 49-46 by two other judges. That's insane. I know this was in France, but Jesus. Listen, Imavov didn't really he led the fight against Borralho, but he didn't really like put on like a showcase of his skill. And he didn't like his cardio problems weren't relevant because he just didn't these guys didn't really throw much. They 89 strikes for 25 minutes. 25 minutes. And Imavov slowed down because he threw more. He was throwing like kicks, calf kicks. He didn't throw enough calf kicks in my opinion. But Imavov didn't really like set them up. He didn't really disguise them well. Imavov was just waiting for counters, really tentative. And my thoughts like after this fight is like Fluffy would have ran through both of these guys, especially Borralho. Borralho did not handle the pressure well. He did not handle getting backed up that well. I mean, he circled out and everything, but like I know Borralho is like strong, probably stronger than Fluffy, but I think Fluffy could break both of these guys. And just break them, as he usually does because they're strikers. But I thought Imavov lost the first round because Borralho was just throwing more and landing more. Like I don't even think this fucking striking total strikes is accurate. Maybe it was like some like pitter pat shots in the clinch, but nothing like significant. I mean, he landed like one shot to the top, maybe one or two, and I don't even think that would be significant enough to give him the round. Now, I did think Imavov won the second round. Right, he caught him with a good shot. He caught Borralho with good shots to the head. Like look at the striking totals for this fight. Like Imavov was just waiting for counters, and Borralho was just, I don't know. He was spamming high guard every time Imavov were to try to take shots to the head. I guess that's why the fucking striking total. I don't even think this is accurate, to be honest. I had Imavov winning the second round, and I had I think this is like the clearest round for Borralho. The third round, way more activity. He landed like probably like his second best shot this round. Uh, Outstruck Imavov. Imavov does slow down in the middle of fights. It looked like he had a fighting chance, and like I had him 2-1 Borralho, but then in the fourth, Borralho just started slowing down, and whimpered into the fifth that led to a decision. I don't. This fight was not as dominant as people would make it out to be. No way. No way. Imavov won, but like he won convincingly, right? Like I'm not arguing. It was just more competitive. It's because Imavov is a cold starter, right? He has a slower time, starting out a fight, and in the middle of the fight, he just sort of recovers a bit, and then he has like an last, but then he does like pretty good work in the fourth and fifth. Fuck, dude, Borralho even fucking outstruck him in the fifth, but he like Imavov damaged him. BSD versus Mauricio Rufy. The fall off of the Fighting Nerds is insane. Rufy only landed 6 strikes, and 5 of them were significant. He landed like a knee, and Imavov just ate that, and BSD just ate that shit. I was so excited for this win. BSD needed this. BSD is not a fraud, and it turns out Rufy is. Rufy has like 0 grappling. If you can, no, he has good reversals, and I like kind of expect that from the Fighting Nerds because I saw that in when Prates fought Ian Gary. Oh yeah, and fucking Borralho was trying to fucking beat Ian Gary Maxine, just fucking kicking at the risk of Imavov just to dampen the power and like do pitter pat calf kicks, but it's like bro, you are not like fast enough with your kicks, and I don't think you can put on that kind of fucking pace, like consistently keep the volume. Not much to say. BSD fraud check. France owns Brazil, and France owns the Fighting Nerds, which I'm all for. Mateus Bicactus, TKO Paul Craig with a nasty elbow, ground and pound. Paul Craig had like a hook, and he has like a body kick, and that's about it. We know his striking is and all that. Try to throw a triangle and failed. He pulled guard and then got met with 2 brutal ground and pound shots, and then tried to hold on, but then he got elbowed, and they retired. Paul Craig is an old guy. Hopefully he can go off to better ventures. Balaji Oki versus Mason Jones. Balaji Oki, athleticism merchant, power merchant, relies on the big KO in the first. They knocked each other down in this fight, which was crazy. Mason Jones is legit. Fighters like Mason Jones is like tried and tested and proven against up and coming fighters such as himself. But guys like Rufy, who's fought old guys, it's the fucking marketing of the Fighting Nerds. Their head coach or the owner of the gym literally has like a degree in marketing, and that's how they got their rise. It's like an artificial rise, but like the fucking listen. UFC isn't based on merit. Like, if you can draw fans, they'll give you the easiest route up the rankings. And even Rufy could even handle that. Rufy got like on paper a stylistically favorable matchup, a guy with no striking defense in BSD, and he still lost. So, that's what. Fuck, dude. Lucas Tracy was right about BSD. I mean, he saw something we didn't. We were hating on him because he got fucking 10-7 by Renato Moicano, which is hilarious. But the Fighting Nerds, bro, they are not going to be champions. And Jan Silva's probably the most legit Fighting Nerd, has the most chance to become champion, but even he was given favorable matchups. He was given, his last win was against a bantamweight, and the one before that, it was a guy on a 2-year layoff, coming off an injury or some shit. So, and his hardest fight was in the Contender Series against like a 19-year-old or 20-year-old fucking Argentinian. It's like makes you really think. Puts it into perspective. Maybe the Fighting Nerds aren't all that. They don't even fight that smart, to be honest. Game planning is not even their forte. I mean, the plan fucking Borralho had was very rudimentary. And why the fuck am I... Souza, McKee, early stoppage. Bro got fucking beat by a lightweight on short notice. That's fucking crazy. God, dude, that's... I don't even know how to describe that. William Gomez. Listen, I was looking for something during this fight, so fuck that. I don't really pay attention. Omar Sy versus Brinson Ribeiro. Oh, like I was kind of questioning the game plan of Omar Sy. After he rocked Ribeiro with a jab, he decided to wrestle. But it worked out. He got a first round TKO after losing to Menningfield, and I think I'm I'm starting to change my tune on light heavyweight. There seems to be more promising fighters at light heavyweight, so maybe there's some depth in the division. Very little until they meet like someone like Johnny Walker, the chinniest fighter who they're expected to chin, and then they get fucking calf kick TKO'd. I mean, I'm not talking about anyone particular, but you know that could happen. Marcin Tybura versus Ante Delija. My goat has fallen. Marcin Tybura, the dark horse of heavyweight, has fallen. It's over. Heavyweight has fallen. We can't save this division. Cut everyone in that weighs over 250, and that's how you save heavyweight. Harry Hardwick versus K Fernandez. K Fernandez might have some of the. I mean, granted, he was fighting against a natural featherweight, but he might have some of the hardest calf kicks, leg kicks in at lightweight right now. Leg kick TKOs are rare, and Fernandez seems like a guy that like he loves it, right? And there's no like Jose Aldo who can like masterfully check every leg kick you throw, right? So he's not gonna fizzle out like Jonathan Martinez because there's no guy like that at lightweight. So I'm gonna be picking this guy for a bit until he fights like another up and coming prospect. And if he fights anyone over like 6'1", he's fucking them up bad. Sam Peterson versus Trey Waters. Sam Peterson, very impressive. He got a standing TKO, but it was warranted. He was fucking up Trey Waters, catching him with clean shots. And Waters, he doesn't keep his hands up. So he was being saved from himself, getting rocked and deciding not to put his hands up or move his head off the center line. But, you know, Brad Tavares versus Robert Brishik. I can't believe this guy used to be a welterweight. This guy's huge. Brad Tavares, old unk, you know, arguably got 10-8 in the first. You know, he came back in the second, but then he got fucked up in the third. He did nothing. He was just on the back foot constantly, fucking peppering him. I thought this guy was a crafty vet, but no, he let him recover. Didn't make him work in the second. He recovered and boom. Andres Gustafsson, you know, I expected this guy to have a chin. Fakhretdinov is got lost to Carlos Leal on short notice. You know, doesn't deserve his undefeated streak, but he did beat Gustafsson, who, you know, kind of has like a cardio merchant style, but like with the clinch, because he's like Greco-Roman or some shit. He got fucked up pretty bad. He got fucking tagged a bit, you know. It is what it is, you know. And this fight, you know, finished. Good for them. Hooray. Yeah, that's it for this recap. And you know, I'll make predictions. I'll make predictions for the Mexico UFC Mexico card. Mexican cards are the last two were pretty good, so I'm actually looking forward to that one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.